When The Untamed premiered in 2019, few could have predicted the emotional storm it would unleash across Asia and beyond. Adapted from the Chinese novel Mo Dao Ziyushi by Mo Xiang Tongxiu, the fantasy drama quickly evolved into something far more than just a story about magic, cultivation, or revenge. At its heart, The Untamed is a profound exploration of love, destiny, and sacrifice told through the lives of two unforgettable characters, Wuxian and Lan Wangji. From the very beginning, their journey unfolds like a dance between light and shadow, two souls seemingly opposite in temperament and values, yet bound by an invisible thread stronger than any spiritual bond. The meeting of fates. Wuxian, the mischievous, free-spirited prodigy of the Yunmen sect, is everything Lan Wangji is not. Carefree, impulsive, full of life and haunted by a darkness he cannot escape. Meanwhile, Lan Wangji is a model of discipline and restraint, the embodiment of the Xiao sect's strict code of conduct. When these two collide during their youth at the cloud recesses, it feels like the universe itself has orchestrated their meeting. What begins as rivalry slowly deepens into something ineffable. There is a tenderness in Lan Wangji's silent gazes, a warmth hidden beneath the cold exterior. And there is a yearning in Wuxian's laughter, a desperate desire to be understood, to be seen for who he truly is. For Lan Wangji, Wuxian becomes the exception to every rule he has ever lived by. But fate is cruel. Downfall and devotion. Wuxian's descent into darkness is both tragic and inevitable. Haunted by the injustices he witnesses, tormented by the death of those he loves, and driven by a belief that no one else dares to hold, he walks a path that few can follow. He creates demonic cultivation not out of evil, but out of desperation to protect those who cannot protect themselves. And for this, he is condemned. Even as the world turns against Wuxian, calling him a monster, a traitor, a danger, Lan Wangji remains by his side. He doesn't always agree. He doesn't always understand. But he believes in him. Again and again, Lan Wangji defies his sect, his family, and even his own principles to shield the man everyone else fears. This is not just love, it is faith, unshakable and absolute. Wuxian, too, sacrifices everything. His name, his future, his life. He chooses exile, chooses to bear the hatred of the cultivation world, chooses pain if only it means protecting others. Their story becomes a ballet of sacrifice, each willing to suffer so the other might survive. Death is not the end. After Wuxian's tragic death at the siege of the burial mounds, the story does not end. 16 years pass, and he is resurrected through a forbidden ritual. But the world he returns to is colder, harsher. So many things have changed. So many people are gone. And yet Lan Wangji is still there. He never gave up. Never stopped searching. Never forgot. In a world that once cast him aside, Wuxian finds himself tethered once again, this time not by fate, but by choice. The second half of The Untamed is a gentle, aching reconstruction of everything that was lost. Lan Wangji and Wuxian travel together, uncovering truths, confronting old ghosts, and rediscovering the bond that had once been shattered. There is no dramatic declaration of love. There doesn't need to be. The love is in the silences, in the glances, in the way Lan Wangji gently places a hand over Wuxian's shoulder, in the way Wuxian smiles, softer now, less burdened. It's in the moments they share a song, a flask of wine, or a quiet walk through the mountains. A love that transcends time. For many fans, the emotional core of The Untamed lies not in its fantasy elements or epic battles, but in the unwavering connection between these two men. It is a love that defies conventions, that transcends labels. It's never named, never spelled out, and yet it's more real than any grand romance. What makes their relationship so compelling is how it evolves. Wuxian, once brash and fearless, becomes more introspective. Lan Wangji, once rigid and aloof, begins to embrace the freedom he once denied himself. They grow together, heal together. Their love is not flashy. It is patient. It is enduring. It is the kind that quietly saves lives, one day at a time. The legacy they leave behind. In the end, The Untamed is more than just a fantasy series. It is a testament to resilience, to holding on when the world tries to tear you apart. Wuxian and Lan Wangji are not heroes because they are powerful. They are heroes because they choose love even when it costs them everything. And that, perhaps, is what makes their stories so timeless. It is about two souls who find each other in the chaos of a broken world. Two souls who refuse to let go. Two souls bound not just by fate, but by the kind of devotion that most of us spend a lifetime searching for. Their legacy is not written in history books or etched into stone. It lives in a single tune played on a flute. In a white rabbit. In the sound of laughter echoing across a mountaintop. In the quiet knowledge that true love needs no words. Final thoughts. The Untamed dares to tell a story that is both heartbreaking and hopeful. It reminds us that love is not always easy or pretty. Sometimes it is messy, painful, and full of loss. But it is also beautiful, healing, transformative. Wuxian and Lan Wangji's story is a mirror to our own longing for connection, for someone who will walk beside us through fire and silence alike. They were bound by destiny, but they stayed for love. And in the end, that's what The Untamed truly is, a tale of two souls, unbreakable, unforgettable, and endlessly intertwined. Character echoes, memorable quotes that break the heart. I don't care what they say about you. I know who you are. Lan Wangji, even if the world is against me, I want to regret what I've done. Wuxian. Some things are worth being scolded for. Some people are worth protecting. Lan Wangji. If I have to fall, then I will fall on my own terms. Wuxian. The Untamed leaves its mark not through spectacle, but through emotion. And as long as there are those who remember the story of Wuxian and Lan Wangji, their love will never truly fade. The symbolism of silence and song. One of the most poignant elements in The Untamed is how silence speaks louder than words. Lan Wangji is a man of few expressions, yet his silence is thunderous with meaning.